Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I've got two updates for you. There's the good news, yay, and then again there's the news that not a lot of people expected. So stay glued to the end of this video and you're gonna learn about this new updates. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the news not a lot of people saw coming, which is what? Well, so we all know that there was a pilot that was supposed to start in March. That's March 31st, and a lot of people expected that it was going to bring in people from outside to inside Canada, which is the home care worker immigration pilots. But news flash, it has been announced that this pilot still to begin on March 31st, but would take people in Canada first, right? But then again, people outside would be eligible at a later date, meaning that these home care worker immigration pilots starting March 31st has two levels to it. The first one is going to take in people who are already in Canada, while the second one is going to be people outside Canada. So there's still hope if you've been expecting this pilot. So do not lose hope. Keep building everything you need to build, although there might be changes to the things that will be required, right? But however, some things are statutory, which is the test of English language. Get your test of English language. Get that. So we do not know if people outside Canada would need to get a job offer or not. But for the first leg, which is people inside Canada, they need to get a job offer. But whatever it is, keep your ears to the ground. Like I always say, keep your ears to the ground. Also, DYOR, do your own research. So the good news is IRCC has announced a new category in the express entry, right? So now they took out one and they brought in another. They added education and they took out transport. So now in the current express entry categories listed on IRCC website, please note, I am not an immigration consultant. I am just explaining things as is on the IRCC website. So anything I tell you, you would most likely say 90% find on the IRCC website, because my research is from that website. I am feeding you based on what I've read, because I know a lot of people do not have time to probably go through it. So that's what I'm doing, going through it and explaining to you, right? So the current express entry category listed on IRCC website, there are 5. There are the French language proficiency. I'm going to talk about that later, because I see that I see it as a icing for people who speak French. Je tous pas le français. Okay, don't mind me. There's the French language proficiency. There's the healthcare and social service occupation. There's the agriculture and agri-food occupations. There's the science, technology, engineering, and math, which we call the STEM. And there's the trades, occupations, and education occupation. So while IRCC still retains all the above categories, the department has announced that the 2025 express entry priorities are now, listen, priority are the French language proficiency, les tous les pas, healthcare and social service occupations, trade occupations, and education occupations. So these are the categories that IRCC will prioritize for ITA. ITA is invitation to apply. Okay, so even all these categories that I mentioned, there are a few changes made to it, right? So I'll just go through some of the changes, but then do your own research. Go look for your NOC code and, see 1 or 2 things changed about your occupation. So it's a lot. I might not be able to go through all in this video. I don't want to bore you guys, but I'm just letting you know that there's been some editings, right? You know, in editing, you take out, you add. So that is what IRCC has done. They took out some things and they added a lot more. So I'll mention as much as I can in this video, but please visit the IRCC website to do a proper research. But this video basically is just to let you know that there has been 2 updates which, you know, you might have missed in the last days. In all these 5 categories, there has been some removal and addition. In the healthcare and social service occupations, 8 occupations were added. I might not be able to read out all the 8. Then 6 were removed, right? For the STEM, 6 were added. 19 was removed. Oh my God, that's a lot. Please go to the website, check and see if yours was added or removed, because 19 is a lot. Then for the trade occupations, 19 was added, which is really good, and 4 was removed. For the agriculture and agri-food occupations, 0 was added and 2 was removed. Okay, please visit the website to see if any of your occupation was added or removed. Okay guys, so I said I was going to talk about the French language proficiency, but I think what I should do is just say a little bit about everything, like give you an overview of the numbers of ITAs given and the score, right? So on February 19th, 2025, French language proficiency issued 6,500 ITAs, invitation to apply. 6,500, that's a lot, guys. And what was the score? It was just 428, 428. I mean, this French language proficiency so far has one of the lowest score that you will see. When I was doing my research, I found that sometimes back in 2024, I think I don't know, maybe 2024, or I saw 380. That's really low. 380, right? It's a good one. So if you speak French fluently, please, you should look into this. 6,500 ITAs given for just 428. That's pretty low. And I think in all these categories, this is one of the lowest, if not the lowest. Then the closest, I think, is on health, the healthcare occupations. Healthcare occupation is also on 4, right, but a little higher than the French. So here I see that on November 20th, for healthcare occupation, they issued 3,000 ITAs, and the score was 463. Can you beat that? 463, which is low compared to people who want to get Canada Experience Class 521, or people looking for provincial nomination. Although if you get a provincial nomination, it's very good because, I mean, it's like a fast track. But then again, is it very easy to get? Well, do your research. But like I said, if you speak French, do not let this opportunity pass you by. Do not let it pass you by. Le tu parles français? No. Okay. I think what I can speak in French is Je suis Martiniquais. I am Martiniquais. Okay. Don't mind me, guys. I'm just being playful. Anyways, if you speak French very well, look into this. This might be your opportunity to move into Canada. So I'll just go over a few of this CRS score. On February 19, I've mentioned that. February 17, it was the provincial nominee program, and the score was 750. Canadian Experience Class, the score was 521. Then for healthcare, the score was 463. So now, okay, for trade, oh, that was pretty low. Trade was 433. That's also low. So you can also look into trade occupations. They use a low CRS score. So I've given you an overview of the score to work towards, but please aim a little higher, right? So if you're in the French category, 428 was the last score, but you can aim a little higher because I can see 466 here. So try to get like a 470 or at least 450, right? Then for provincial nominee, a minimum of 800, 850, you would get it. For Canadian experience class, a minimum of 530 is okay for you. For healthcare, a minimum of 470 is good as of now because there's changes every time, there's updates every time, right? Then for trades, a minimum of 450 can get you something. But like I said in my last video, and I'll keep saying it in every of my video, do not just go write your test of English blindly. You need to read to pass. I mean, read like your life depends on it. I know that a lot of people just say band 5 is okay, band 6 is okay. Yes, these scores are okay because it just shows that, I mean, you have basic knowledge of the English language. But what what will get you high score is fluency, right? Mastery. They want to know if you are able to speak well, read well, write well, like communicate in the standard way, right? So read as if your life depends on it because it's going to boost your score, especially if you're over 30, because for every birthday you celebrate, yay, I'm 30, next year you're 31, that's -5, 32, -5, you see. So this is one area where you can get a very good score. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, keep coming back. Anytime there's an update, I would be sure to drop it here for you. But again, please, I am not an immigration consultant. Everything I say is what I read and I digest on the IRCC platform. So please do your own research also. I'm just coming here to give you updates, letting you know as they go, right? So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.